Nancy Jeffrey is senior editor at People magazine, and Colin Cowie is a celebrity wedding planner. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Colin, he wants a low-key affair with about 1 billion people watching. No chance of that.
I don't think it's possible at all. This is probably the most coveted wedding when you think about it. You know, and we're fascinated by royalty, and this is probably the strongest and most formal of all the monarchies out there today.
And Nancy, you've covered this couple from the beginning when they were friends and then started to coyly date one another. You say that William may, I guess, revel in the fact that he took people off guard. We were talking about it, but weren't sure it was coming that day.
Well, what's amazing about this story, look, they were dating for 8 years. Wow. Everyone expected them to get engaged, but when the moment came, they took the world by surprise. And if you were watching William yesterday, he looked very pleased with himself that he pulled it off.
Yes, it's usually the bride that glows, but in this case, the soon-to-be groom was glowing. What do you make, Nancy, of the way Catherine has handled herself, especially in that first interview? Her body language seems so comfortable.
I think she's handled herself with incredible poise, incredible confidence, and if you look at them, they've been together for so long. They know each other so well, and when you watched them yesterday, you could absolutely see their comfort with each other.
And Colin, I've got to ask you, of course, you're looking at that beautiful sapphire. Of course, it was Princess Diana's engagement ring. It's a little bit of tradition there, but this is a modern couple. Might we see the combination of both throughout this engagement and on to the wedding day itself?
I think absolutely, and that is probably clearly one of the most coveted and the most famous engagement rings in the world. It will definitely spark a new trend as well, without a doubt. I love the fact that she wore blue to match that ring as well.
Absolutely. And, you know, they've got about a year maybe to go when planning this wedding. When you're planning a normal wedding, it takes a year. When you're planning something on this scale, what do you do? Where do you start?
This is on such grand proportion when you think about it, because there'll be a royal wedding, there'll be the civil wedding, there'll be a private wedding, they'll
so
present
maybe 10
themselves.
events, you said?
There'll be multiple events, absolutely. And I'm sure a lot of this has been planned in advance, so I think she'll have a certain say in flowers and certainly her dress and the designer, but I think there's a big protocol as to how this is going to be presented to the rest of the world. After all, it is the British monarchy, and it's probably the stiffest and the most famous out there.
With that said, Nancy, does much of the planning come from the Queen and her staff?
Well, actually, the palace has said this is going to be a joint sort of thing. The palace will be very involved, but this is Will and Kate's day, and we have seen that they are their own people. And I think we have to keep in mind it's William, so I would expect some surprises.
And the dress, we've got to talk about that. I understand that Catherine is a big fan of Alice Timperley. A little bit of edge with Timperley. I mean, might we see an edgy dress or a more traditional, beautiful one like we saw with Princess Diana?
I think she'll probably do something that's right down the middle of the road. She's going to not want to look at that picture in 20 years' time and say, what was I thinking? So I think she's going to probably find classic with an edge.
But she's dressing for the world. She's dressing for all of Britain there.
Well, I'm sure every dress designer in the world would love to be taking care of that dress that day.
So fierce competition. And honeymoon, I mean, they were engaged in Africa. That may be hard to outdo that.
Yes, well, I would again expect that they have probably planned it. They probably have agreed on what they're going to do, and we probably won't hear about it. They'll probably keep it under wraps until they're ready to share it.
I agree with you. I think we'll find it when they're on honeymoon.
When we see the pictures. In hindsight, they waited 8 years, but it seems like it was the right time, as William put it, for them. She looks so poised, and this perhaps will help them moving ahead.
Without a doubt, I think they're going to grow into this incredibly well together, with the focus of the world upon the two of them.
And I also think what's really touching, you know, we talked about the ring, and in giving her that ring, he also made his mother part of this day.
Oh, very nice. Colin, thank you very much.
You.
Nancy, thank you as well. And you can see more about the royal couple on a special Dateline, William and Kate, a royal love story, tonight at 8, 7 Central. And on Friday night, Brian Williams has an exclusive interview with Prince Charles, the man who will be king, at 9, 8 Central, right here on NBC.